Of course, you as a CI manager, continuous improvement manager, you have very close to lean. What does it mean? All the lean mindset and the lean principles. Yeah. What do you like the most? What is
Mm.
your vision out of that?
Well, the lean, you have certain methodologies, yeah. And I heard also somewhere that the lean is already an old concept, right? Because it used to be in, I don't know, 60s, 70s when it emerged, and it was decades, it was for decades. But now, it's still, we call it lean and savings and so on. But to me, I think it depends on company because these companies, certain companies have certain ways how they do it. And for sure there is how to say it, methodologies used in certain companies, but I'm pretty much fan of just do it. Yeah.
Mm.
So the lean means efficiency, means save resource, material, space, and so on and so on. We could discuss it. Yeah, all these
Mhm.
waste. But really, we should identify the thing. If we need the data, we should collect the data. And then we should, together as a team, as you said, this is very important as a team to work on it and just do it. Yeah, finalize the saving and bring the value.
Yeah, for me, one of the point what you mentioned, and this is where I struggle with lean sometimes. It's really the misinterpretation of that. Yeah, that a
Mm.
lot of companies they say, okay, it's just let's fire more people, and just
Oh,
reduce the cost. But for me, it's not the lean principle. This is the cost cutting. Yeah, but
mhm.
more it's really like in the mindset. It's do everything better, and this is just do it. Yeah. I really like this approach. It's the way of the Kaizen, where Toyota in 50s they really embedded Kaizen, small steps, incremental steps, everybody, and all of that. And for me, I really like it when you take it like this, because then everybody can contribute, everybody can do something better, everybody can do it at home. And this is
Mm.
something what I'm really teaching as well my kids, to really do everything, every step, every small details better, yeah, and just so this is where I really see that some guys they just took lean as a huge, like the huge opulent system with hundreds of tools. But the most important is really the mindset and to work with the people. I would say it's really so simple in that
Yeah,
phase. Yeah.
true. One thing what I would mention, we had as a, I would say, could be a best practice. Many companies they have this suggestion system. Yeah. Usually sign the form, write the idea, then we will assess it, and so on and so on. But I don't think there is anything better because the communication must happen. So it needs to be this way. But in a nowadays we can use a modern technology and not probably the newest one, but the QR codes. There
Mhm.
are several companies, of course, on the market which they have a cloud solution for this. And in minimum at one of our clients, maybe even more now, we have this implemented. As I said, there are companies on the market, so everybody can find it. But just you just come, click with your phone on the QR code, write idea, name, and so on, and it's there. Yeah, and then the company itself can easily assess it and provide the feedback. Yeah,
Yeah.
directly, maybe even to your email. So, and these QR codes are awesome. We were discussing even an idea recently that you have all these KPI boards in the
Mhm.
in the production, and we were like thinking like, yeah, why don't we have those? At least some of them, the detail action plan or so, that can be linked to QR code, right? So you don't need to reprint it all the time, yeah. And
Mhm.
perhaps there are companies already implemented it, but yeah, that was kind of thinking like, yeah, this could be also something much more easier for the resource and even for the company. Yeah, that it save a little cost. Of course, the paper is not the biggest cost, but you can easily access the data. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is what I see quite often now to put more things in digital. where I see it needs to be really, what's the main purpose of the get the suggestion. For me, it's not to collect the suggestion from the guys, but really to work on it. And this is
Yeah.
where I see where the good companies they succeed, and not good companies they don't succeed. And this is really, it's not difficult to get either in paper, either in electronic, or with the QR
Yeah.
code, with tablets and with phones.
Yeah.
It's not the most difficult point. The
No,
most
no, I
difficult point, what I saw is really where the companies they really, and there were a few companies where I said, hey guys, I don't suggest you to implement the
mhm,
suggestion system.
mhm,
And they said, why? And I said, you are not ready for that,
mm.
because the suggestion system requires that you as a management, you will look at the points, and you are the masters to guarantee that you would like to implement as many points as possible, and for the guys to give them the feedback communication loop. If you cannot do it, explain, and guys, you are not ready for that, because it really
Yeah.
requires much more from you. Yeah, so it really happens to me, but really, I'm a huge fan of the suggestion system. But I really I want that this system will succeed, and it requires really, I would say, some maturity from the top management to really get, when we get the ideas, we should either work on it, or if we cannot do it, we should explain, and it requires the time and all of it. And so this was quite my interesting experience for that. About your job, because it's difficult, because it's about the change management, and you are
Yes.
coming and even working with the team, and coming, hey guys, let's do it differently. What do you enjoy the most about your job, and what annoys you the most? So.
I would say what I enjoy the most is to meet new people, because if you are working like me, usually every 3 months, maybe another plan, maybe another country. If it was a really long-term support, then you meet a lot of people, and you have a types of people who is going through similar, let's say, situations. Then you know that you will always meet people you understand the first moment. You will meet people who are a bit challenging to understand, not because of them, but maybe because of us. Yeah, sometimes.
Mhm,
So I would say this is the best part of it, that you don't have, hope it's the right English expression, a submarine, right? That you are with the same people all the time, and it was somewhere said in past also that the people should rotate every 2 years,
mhm,
because then they can get, let's say, as a submarine, yeah, and really, so much the other party, that and you like or dislike it. So you shouldn't stay too long time in the same situation.
mhm,
So this is what I really like, to meet new people, even to see the new places. Yeah. I was actually, I can mention I was in Poland, let's say second half, mostly second half of last year, and I was actually amazed how Poland is developed. Yeah,
mhm,
I haven't been in Poland for years, and then I came and I seen like, wow, this is really amazing. Yeah, it's it seems it's mostly thanks to that they are very efficient in the European Union dotation, or how would we
mhm,
say it in
mhm,
English? They can apply it. So this was also amazing for me to see how the roads are developed and so on. So this is the thing: new places, new people, and then
mhm,
what what dislike. I wouldn't say it's the bad part of the job, but of course it's not nice that you are out of the home, out of your family. But it's kind of the job, so we choose what we do. And for me, I chose and I like what I do, I
mhm,
have to say, because if you don't like it, you will not last. Yeah.
mhm,
And I have to say, I do like what I do, support people, support plans, and so on. And so that's kind of con of that you are traveling, not really at home. Uh, And then, well, I would say you have a situation when, of course, as everywhere, you meet people, as I said, which are not challenging, but then you might meet the people who you cannot really deal with in a proper
Hmm.
way. And you have to really look around and be careful how you do, what you do, the interaction with them and the communication, but I think that's everywhere. Yeah, this is nothing new.
Yeah, thanks for
So
that. Now my question is really something. What are your biggest successes? Just tell me, some project or some achievement that you are really proud of. And on opposite, just tell me and share with us, some fuck up. If this happened, you have a long lasting career. So the project that you are the most proud of, and the second, the fuck up that really happened to you.
the project I'm the most proud of is actually I could name it, not just one, but I would say the biggest thing is when you are fighting, usually in automotive industry, do not stop the customer, right? And of course, usually when you are engaged, it's really a problem, not just like a one-time problem, but you are struggling, yeah, to keep up with the OEM, or let's say automotive car maker, right? That's what we call OEM, original equipment manufacturer.
Mhm.
Um, so sometimes it's this, and the thing I'm proud of is, for example, when one of the plans we were struggling really to keep up, and we made it. Actually, we were really on the border edge, and then with all the effort, shift after shift, day after day, boots on the ground, live with the people, with your management, with your senior management, yeah, and you run for it, and you make it. That's the biggest win I could get, yeah. So that's for me, wow, yeah.
Wow.
And the biggest, I wouldn't say really a fuck up, but could say like that, was when I started in one of the companies, and we were building a product on the line. It was not a automotive company. It
Mhm.
was other type of company, but building basically composing electronics, yeah. And actually, they told me, okay, you need to drive the CI, you need to drive the operation, and so on. And we were doing so, but they said, oh, we need to really have a standard times for certain products. And I was like, okay, let's do that. And then I found out that the engineers, and it might be that I was not correct, yeah, but the engineers were developing, it was a quite a field where you had a certain amount of prototypes, quite standardly, because you need to do the product for particular usage, yeah, or I would say almost custom made, yeah. And what the engineers were doing, that they were designing it, but let's say 80%, yeah. And then sometimes, and then the rest was done directly on the line by the people who knew how to do it. So basically, their knowledge was utilized to finalize the product. And I was like, guys, how do you want to make a standard time out of the assembly line if you make a prototype on it? Yeah, it's not possible. So at that time, I was discussing this with the senior management, and well, I lost. So eventually, it was a fuck up because I was not continuing in the job. Yeah, so um, not good politics. Yeah,
Yeah, this happened. Yeah. So,
yeah, of
thanks for
course.
sharing. How about AI? So I don't mean you in person, but really in automotive, do you really see quite big usage of AI, or you think that it's still somehow on hold?
I think AI is right now emerging. I should educate myself much more about it. So thank you for reminding it. But it's really emerging, and I think AI will play a huge role in automotive industry. It's still, let's say, being developed, applications and so on. but it has a huge potential in quality and actually everywhere. If I think about it, what field you could not use AI in the processes, yeah, which we have in a car? Of course, some safety and so on. It should be
Mhm.
probably control and so on. But basically, whatever we think about, I think the AI could help in it. It's just about the application being developed and supported. So I'm a fan of it. I we have certain project about it. In one of our plants, we even have it's not even expensive tools to follow up, for example, the quality. And
Mhm.
the AI can even predict you how much of the defects you can expect based on, of course, analytics
Yep.
in the future.
Cool. So the predictive
Yeah.
function of the AI. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Really, really interesting. Yeah. Now we are coming till the end. So my last question to you: what advice would you give to young people who would like to work in automotive and as well in your field, which is the continuous improvement?
Right. I would say at first automotive, or at least how we are used for it, it might be changed in future, but it's a high pace. So be prepared for really adaptation. And if anyone would like to work in automotive, needs to be eager, needs to
Mhm.
soak the information, learn a lot, and yeah, I would say develop yourself. Yeah, learn new things and be passionate. I think that's the key.
And for the lean or continuous improvement.
I think the people should be how to say it, made for it. If someone wants to do the lean, you know it yourself that you do it already, as you said, Ivan, in at your home or so. By the way, you have a good articles on your LinkedIn for that.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for that. But you exactly named there these little things what you can do at home. So if someone is doing this at home and has this mindset, then he would be most probably a really good as a prediction for the CI guy. So I think really if you do it already and you think that way, then this is the really good how to say it in English. I would say you are maybe made for it. Yeah. So
Mhm.
that would be my answer.
Okay, thanks, Martin. Thanks a lot. Thanks
Thank you,
for your
Ivan.
nice. Thanks for your nice work. So, guys, this was the end. So, don't be silent. Be lean. This was Martin Paleš, who is the continuous improvement manager from the cycle of efficiency now.